Hello and welcome back to this course on ISM 415 special topics. Now in this short video I'm going to show you how to go about your in-class hackathon on Kaggle. Okay, I believe by now you've already created a Kaggle account, but if you've not done so, I'm going to show you how to do that right away. So I'll be sharing the link to the competition with you. So once you get the link, you open a tab and paste, then you run. Okay, so I'm going to pause this video. This doesn't have to take so much time, right? Okay, so once the page fully loads, you have this option here to either sign in or register. So if you've already created an account with Kaggle, you can go ahead and sign in using these available options here. So I'm just going to go ahead to register so I can show you for those who haven't registered yet. So I'm going to register with Google. Okay, so once you've imputed your email and password, okay, you can go ahead and choose a username. Make sure you choose your name so we can identify you. So I'm going to say PAU ISM practice. Okay, then I'll go ahead and click next, agree to the terms. Okay, then we should be good. Okay, so in case it brings you back to your Kaggle homepage, go ahead and repaste the URL for the competition. Okay, so go ahead and search for it again, and this should redirect you to the competition page, okay, with you already signed in, so you don't have to sign in again. Okay, so once you search the URL again, it will redirect you to this page. You can see that you are still signed in as your username. So this is the competition homepage, Data Science and Machine Learning PAU ISM 415. So we are going to build a machine learning model to predict whether a customer is going to exit or not. Okay, so you can go through the page overview and feel free to experiment on this. But before you can go through this, you try to join competition. Okay, this is the next thing you're going to do. You join competition so you can gain access to the data and other things. So you accept, you understand and accept. Okay, good. That means you have been accepted. Okay, you've accepted the rules for the competition, so you can go ahead and download your data. So you go through, click this button here to see your data. Okay, so once you click on your data button here, you are going to see the data description where the explanation for the variables in your data set are given. Okay, so you go down. Sorry, give me a moment. Okay, so you go down, you see download all. Okay, so you click on it to download the zip file for your two data sets, the test data and the trained data. So you go ahead and download it. Okay, so once you've downloaded the data, you can see we have two CSV files here, the training data and the test data. So the training data as you already know, is the one you are going to use to build your model, and the test data is the one you're going to use to make predictions. Okay, so you open up your Jupyter notebook and navigate to that particular folder where the data is and create a new notebook there. So I'm going to pause this. Okay, so once you launch your Jupyter notebook, you make sure that you rename this place here, the untitled here, with your name, so it's easier for us to identify you, right? So where you have untitled, you write your name here. Okay, then you start your analysis. Of course, the first step you take is to import your library, but this is not all the library you are going to need. You are going to need more, but for this tutorial, I'm going to just import this so I don't give you too much expo, right? So you import your library here. The next thing you're going to do is to import your two data, the train data and the test data, like you already know. And you try and watch today's go through today's lecture video for detail on how to go about this, the different meaning of training data and test data. Okay, you see, this is your training data, the one you're going to use to build your model. You see we have different columns here. We have the customer ID, we have the surname. Now some of these columns might not be important for your analysis, okay, as shown in today's lecture video and material. And some of them, like the geography, gender and stuff, which are not numeric, you have to convert them to numbers. I showed you how to do that in today's lecture as well, right? So then our target variable is the exited or not, just like we had promoted or not in today's lecture, right? So this is the training data we're going to use to build our model, and this is the test data. You can see in your test data you don't have this last column here. The reason for that is you are going to use this one to test your data, then you upload your results on Kaggle. Kaggle will now be the one to grade you and calculate your accuracy. Okay, so now for me not to, of course you are going to encode these things, then go through some feature selection and data cleaning. Okay, but I'm going to skip all that. I'm going to select just a few variables here to show you how to just finish everything and submit on Kaggle. But you have to follow the due process that we followed in today's lecture based on our data science workflow. Okay, so I'm going to pause this and select some independent and dependent variable for these two data sets. Okay, so I've selected some few columns for my independent training set. Okay, but before you arrive at this point, I already showed you in today's lecture how to go about this. You can try a correlation to see the different variables that best affect our target variable. Okay, so you can select them, but for this demo purpose I'm going to just select just a few columns, right? So then I use the dot values to convert it to array. I explained everything on today's lecture video. Okay, then we assigned it to training set, to x_train. Then the second one, y_train, is our training target variable. Okay, we just select it, convert it to array and assign it to this. Then you have to also make sure that that is the same variable in your x_train is going to be the same variable in your s_test, so you don't have errors, right? So the only difference is where you have train, you make sure that you have this data, the training data here, and when you have test, you have test here. Okay, so you don't have errors. So I'm going to execute this and this as well. So that's all. We are not going to split our data anymore because the data has been split for us already. So we just go ahead and start building our model. Okay, So I'm going to pause this again. And okay, so in building your model, I'm going to make use of logistic regression. I showed you how to use other algorithms. Okay, you have some of them in your slide as well. So I simply import logistic regression, and the same process we follow is to first we define a variable to hold the logistic regression function. Okay, then we fit our model. I told you that fitting the model try to understand the patterns in your S training set and your Y training set, right? So we built our model using this. Okay, so we say classifier.fit S train Y train. Then we made a prediction. Okay, we feed our machine with this data here. Okay, and we told it to make predictions for us for whether the customer will exit or not. So that's what we did here. We assigned it to YPred. Okay, in today's lecture, what we simply did was we had another data which is Y test. Okay, but now we don't have that data. The data is on Cargo, so you have to upload your solution for you to get your accuracy. We cannot calculate accuracy here, right? So you simply assign this to YPred. The next thing you are going to do is you create a dictionary that is going to hold your customer ID for the test set and your predicted value for your test set, right? So I'm going to call this dict something short. Okay, so I simply create a dictionary, call it customer ID, the same name. So you just copy the name, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, delete. So now this customer ID key is going to take the customer ID value from your test data. So you simply say test, okay, underscore data square bracket. You simply index your customer ID column there. Okay, that's all. You come here, put a comma, then the next one you're going to use is exited. So you simply copy this, Ctrl C, come here and paste it, good way. Then you put, now this exited is going to take this the predicted value here. Okay, Ctrl C, come here and paste, Ctrl V. So once you are done with this, you go ahead and execute it. Okay, so let's pause this. Okay, it has executed. So the next thing you do is you convert this to a pandas data frame. So I'm going to call this it's a solution. Feel free to call yours anything. Solution is equal to pd.data frame. Okay, I simply convert the ITT to data frame. Then I can view the head, solution dot head. Okay, okay, cool. So you can see this is the head of our solution containing the customer ID and exited. What it means is that our machine predicted that the individual with this customer ID would not exit his subscription for their product. Okay, so the next thing you have to do is to save this data into your working directory so you can upload it on Cargo. And to do that is very simple. You simply say solution dot to underscore CSV. I showed you how to do this before. So we are saving it to CSV. You can say call it solution.csv. Now something that is very important is we don't want this this one here saved in your system, so you simply say index equal to false. Okay, so you don't have this one. You are going to have error if you have it and you upload it on Cargo. So we simply say this our solution. Now we'll have to save it to CSV, calling it to saving it to the name solution.csv, and we don't want this index, so you go ahead and execute this. Okay, now you have to make sure any process you take here, you have to explain them in detail, okay, as your notebook is what is going to be used to grade your test. Okay, this is for your first test, so you have to follow the detailed data science workflow as seen in today's lecture video. So once you've done this, you can go ahead to your working directory to confirm that you have that column here. So you can see you have solution here. So the next thing you do is you go to Cargo and submit. So you can see Cargo has some nice features. So you can see in your geography here, you can see a nice map for the countries and many other stuff, cool stuff. So once you're back in Cargo, you simply go to submit predictions. Okay, go to submit predictions. Submit predictions. Okay, let's just give it a moment. Okay, so when you click on the submit prediction, you have this page here. Okay, so you simply click on this place to make your submission. So once you click on this, it's going to open up your system. So you navigate to your folder where you have the file, the solution file. I saved it as Inclass, so you not here. What was it again? Okay, this is it. So you just click on your solution and you upload. So you are going to see it here. So now you can describe your submission. Maybe this is my first submission and blah blah blah. It's not really compulsory. Okay, so let's wait for it. Okay, so once your CSV file has been uploaded and you can describe your submission or you can leave it, you simply click on make submission. Okay, so it will grade you. We are scoring your submission, okay, automatically. Now you can make as many as 20 submissions per day. Okay, so the reason why you have to make so much is maybe you can try different things, try different machine learning algorithm. Maybe some may work better than the other, and once you upload it, you can go higher on the leaderboard, which I'm going to show you in a few minutes. So you can see my submission score is 78%. Okay, so I know most of you, by the time you do a lot of cleaning and feature selection, you have like 90-something% accuracy. So but since this is a practice we have 78%, so you can jump to your position on the leaderboard. Okay, so you can see ISM practice, which is me. I have 78% accuracy, and I'm in position 1. So by the time you all submit, you go higher on the leaderboard. So this is the leaderboard where you are going to appear once you make submissions. Okay, so you can also discuss with your friends on the discussion forum if you want. Okay, of course, the rules, you've already accepted the rules. Okay, you don't cheat, you apply yourself, you have fun. Okay, the essence of this is not to see who is best in machine learning, but how well you understand machine learning. Okay, so you can send your, once you're done, okay, this, you have 12 days to go starting from today. Okay, so the competition is going to end next week Saturday by 11:59. okay, that's close to midnight, so which is usually a rush hour in Cargo. Okay, you have many people topping the leaderboard prior to the end of the competition. So you try to go through the overview, download your data, clean your data, that's perform all the necessary analysis, then follow the same process and make your submissions. So this is it for the setup video. If you have any question, please do well to let me know. You can send me an email or you can chat me up on WhatsApp. Okay, so I'll be looking forward to seeing your submissions and your positions on the leaderboard. So have fun. Bye.